Hello, sir. Uh, Today we are presenting a cloud computing project. It is Mail.AI. Mail.ai is an autonomous email platform where users they can outreach to their recruiters or they can generate sales lead. And while using with the help of AI, they can curate personalized email and they can cold mail to these people. So let's have a walk through the platform. So yeah, when you will come to the domain of this website, first of all, we have implemented the authentication using Nextauth. Nextauth is a Next.js library where you can use it sign up with Google, Apple ID, and GitHub ID. So right now we have implemented. You can sign up using Google and with your GitHub account. Let's let's do. So yeah, as you can see, it's showing welcome to email.ai. Means ki we have logged in successfully. Now when you'll come downside, you'll get a email lab. Now here is the input box for AI email generator where you have to write the prompt for your customized mail. So we'll write a mail or summer internship. And when you click, it will generate a customized email address. Now here is you can say tell us about sorry. There is an input box which means mention your first name, last name, and business domain. Now I told you basically it's a platform for cold mailing to the people with customized email. For example, ki suppose there's a guy, Ayush Pathak, he's working in google.com. So what it will does ki it will there's an in the backend they are using an Hunter API, which is an REST-based API services. It fetches the personalized as well as the user professional email addresses of the recruiters. For example, let me mention mine also. Mine also. Now I put it and basically my email address is aisha@gmail.com. So I'll put my domain name as gmail.com because right now I'm not working in any company. So once I click generate and send emails, it started like it fetches the data from the Hunter API and then it will start emailing to those email addresses. Now we can see like we have to wait for 10 to 30 seconds. I'll get an email address for sure. Email. Yeah. So now let's check our gmail.com. Let's refresh. Yeah, here we can say that we got an email address, we got a mail, and you can see the content also. Application for summer internship with the subject and like the AI wrote the complete mail and like it showcases my skills. So like this was the quick demo of the project product. Now like let me take you to the code base. So yeah, as you can see, ki, after like in writing the name, my name, it generates 10 to 20. Right now, like we have limited to only 10 responses because it is a paid services. So we cannot in simple plan we can use only 5 to 10 email per request. So here you can see we generated those email, and here after that it will what it does ki it is using a Redis backed queue system. Basically, what is Redis? Redis is a database which is primarily used for caching, and we have implemented bool MQ. Bool MQ is a queue. Basically, what it does is, suppose it got the responses as in 10 email addresses, then what it will do is that it will push all those 10 email addresses to the queue, and the queue will start sending email one by one. If the response is okay, then it will remove, like it will pop back from the queue. Otherwise, it will again push in the queue until unless the email got delivered to those email addresses. And what we now let's see the wait. Hmm. Now let's see the architecture of this platform. So basically, what we did key here we have implemented a load balancer which will balance the load on this website, and we have implemented ASG, that is automatic scaling group, such that it can be easily scalable. And what it does ki यहाँ पे the CPU has been divided into certain small machines where it will the first of all whenever a user hits the website, it will find the CPU with most like with from a free number of resources, then it allocate to those. For example, यहाँ पे ऐसा माने कि M1 के पास सबसे कम वो है रिक्वेस्ट मतलब है, तो M1 खाली है यहाँ पे, तो M1 के पास रिक्वेस्ट जाएगा। आफ्टर दैट वहाँ पे हमने वी हैव क्रिएटेड थ्री डिफरेंट वर्कर्स। बेसिकली व्हाट वर्कर्स इज की वर्कर वर्कर इज समथिंग जो कि एक टास्क परफॉर्म करेगा। और जो पहला वर्कर है हमने वहाँ पे क्या implement कर रखा है कि basically completely we have implemented a REST based architecture where you need to provide the input name of the first name, last name, and the domain of the individual. And later it will use the Hunter API and it will fetch the response in form of request.json. There you will get the email addresses of the employee. Either it can be personalized, either it can be personal as well as the professional email. Now the second worker is we have implemented that NLP part over here. What it will does is after once you write the prompt, key you need this kind of email, it will generate the customized email for you. And the third one is the most important worker of our project, where we have implemented Redis and PubSub. PubSub is basically a publisher and subscriber. It helps us to kind of subscribe to a particular thing and unsubscribe to a particular thing. For example, suppose this is the queue you can see. So in the rec.json, suppose we got 50 email addresses. So what it will do is it will start pushing those 50 email addresses one by one in the queue, and later with the help of the uh, the content, the email content which we have generated, it will like start mailing to those email addresses using NodeMailer. NodeMailer is nothing. It is a Next.js library. Sorry, it is a Node.js library where you can send email free of cost. Now afterwards, it will simple queue architecture. It will first of all push the first element, and afterwards, if it's published, like if the status code is 200, is okay, then it will pop back. Otherwise, it will again push it. So this all architecture is overall based on. Now, yeah. So here is the worker three ka diagram ki how it is working. First of all, you'll get the email address from the REST API, then the push job to the Redis queue. Afterwards, the Bool MQ will start processing each email, and later the AI will generate the mail content using NLP, and it will start sharing the mail via SMTP, which is a notable kind of thing. Now, when it comes to the cloud part, first of all, the developer pushes the code to the GitHub. Then the GitHub action workflow will start, and it will do first of all two things. First of all, it will run the linting test, and it will second, it will build the project. After the project has been built, it will deploy to the platform. So right now we have deployed the front end on the Vercel, and the backend is on Cloudflare. Like this is a mistake. I will tell you later why we chose Vercel and Cloudflare instead of AWS. Now, the another cloud component we have done we have Dockerized this application. For example, suppose if you want to use this project or like if you want to like do something much better here, so you can simply go on GitHub and you can fetch the Docker file and just while running one or two command, I think you can run it locally this project. And we have like already pushed this Docker image on the Docker Hub. And yeah, like from cloud perspective, right now we have done only two to three things here. First of all, let me revise. First of all, we have containerized this application. Second one, our backend, all three workers, which I told you, completely they have been deployed on the Cloudflare, which is a serverless platform. And the third part is our front end. Our front end is deployed on the Vercel. And I'll tell you why we didn't choose uh, AWS. So first of all, Vercel is from past 5 years, Vercel is performing really very well when it comes to the Next.js project. So Next.js project, they are like a completely full stack framework where you can write complete front end and back end in a single code base only. So let me first point is Vercel is built by the creators of the Next.js only. Second one is zero config development. It's very easy to deploy on Vercel. Third one is like for when it comes to the performance, it is most optimized. And the fourth one is they're all like, kind of they have implemented autonomous CI/CD, that is continuous integration and continuous development from GitHub. Now I'll show you the Vercel. Yeah, so here is the where we are managing this website, the our mine Vercel account. And you can see when you click on the Mail.AI. It will show you the development and development environment, and you can see the various insights also. कि मतलब see this is what I was telling, continuous integration, continuous deployment. As well as you will make a single line of change on GitHub, it will again redeploy it every 30 minutes. So this is the most important benefit from for using Vercel over AWS. Third one is here you can see the web analytics regarding your website. We need to enable, yeah. See, so overall, like Vercel is like a very optimal platform. You can see each and everything like within seconds, everything like you can control it over here. So yeah, this is all from my side. And what are our future plans? So currently we are trying to implement pricing on our product. We are thinking ki if you are a free user, then only you can send 5 emails, or like you can curate 5 custom emails per day. And if you're premium, then you can use more than 5. First one. And the second one, sir, we are trying to make it scalable on a large scale. For example, we are trying to implement our own CI/CD pipelines, as well as we are trying to make a Kubernetes cluster, K8 cluster. And later we are also we are thinking to use this S3 bucket from AWS, such that the user can upload and downloads a resume also. क्योंकि like whenever it comes to application for internship and all, whenever you are cold mailing, you need to submit your resume also. So we are planning also that thing also. Yes, sir. So yeah, that was all from our side. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for your guidance.